Welcome to John S.'s Sports Channel, and we're looking at the Championship relegation. What a time to look at it. 42 games for most teams, 43 for Blackburn, and that does make a difference because on Friday night they face Coventry City. Not an easy game for them, but that means they'll be on 44 games, probably with 48 points in the bag, and thinking, we should be safe. Or will they? Let's have a look at it. Sheffield Wednesday in 24th on 42 games, minus 4 points. But they have got yet to play Oxford United and West Bromwich Albion. Keeping a good look at the list here. Could they finish on positive points? Absolutely. Do I think they will? I think they may finish on 0 points. I think that there's a damn good chance they're going to finish not negative. And I think the Wednesday fans and the players will be absolutely ecstatic at that. Being able to get such huge turmoil during the year and points deduction and not finish negative, I think would have been an absolutely amazing feat for them. And although I'm a Rotherham fan who's getting relegated, I wish them good luck. I think that was a very, very good improvement in the last few couple of months, hasn't it? Really good improvement from them. We've got to take that into account as we look at 23rd place Leicester City, 42 games, 41 points. And Leicester City have got Portsmouth next game up. This is critical, isn't it? This is absolutely critical. If they win this, they end up on 44 points, of course. And if Oxford lose, they'll be joint 22nd with Oxford on 44 points. And West Brom still have a points deduction possibly to come. I think they will get a points deduction. I think they will have to take it because it is a minor infringement from the previous year. They have been given the offence now, so they are supposed to get those points deduction this season. But nobody says whether this season ends at the last game or whether it ends the day before the next season starts. So I do hope they don't do anything stupid like that. It should come this game season. The history says it will be 2 points. I think it was Everton that got a deduction in for a minor infringement in April. It's a very similar time as well, isn't it? And they got 2 points. I can see it being 2 points, but oh hell, that puts them on 44 points, guys. What a game, what a game this is going to be. Portsmouth versus Leicester, I fear is going to be, if Portsmouth win it, they're out of the picture for the relegation, but Leicester, it really does put them in the quagmire, doesn't it? So what can Leicester see? Portsmouth, Hull, Millwall and Blackburn. I think that they should, even if they lose against Portsmouth, they should still be thinking of 4 points from Hull, Millwall and Blackburn. This is a good side. They can play some good football. They can be really clinical. 4 points for me for this side. And they could be on 45 if they could win Portsmouth game as well. That could see them on 48. Now, I can see them finishing then on going into that last game. They could quite easily be on 45 points, getting 3 points from Portsmouth, Hull and Millwall. 4 points from Portsmouth, Hull and Millwall. Could put them on 45 points. I'm going to say that is where I would probably go. I think that they could quite easily get 45 points, this Leicester City side. I'm going to stick Leicester City 45 points. Let's go to Oxford United next. And Oxford have been winning. They've been getting some really amazing results, haven't they? But look who they play. Derby County. Yeah, quite winnable in the form that they've been in. Wrexham. I don't think they'll get much from there. But hey, who knows? This Oxford side can pull the wool over anybody, can't it? Sheffield Wednesday, they must be thinking again at least a point from there, or 3 points. And Millwall on the final day. Who knows? So we'll end this season before the last game, I think, because we're thinking Leicester finishing before the last game on 45 points. Remember, well, the game after the Sheffield Wednesday game, Derby, Wrexham, and Sheffield Wednesday, I should think that they should at least get 1 point from somewhere in there. They should get 3 points, but I can see them getting possibly 1 point from Sheffield Wednesday rather than 3, because Sheffield Wednesday have been doing so well. And like I said, I think they'd love to finish on 0 points or more, or +1. I think that this Oxford team, at the minute on 44, may go into that last game on 48 points. I think that they may get, I think they should be thinking Sheffield Wednesday win, Wrexham or a Derby draw. I'm going to go Oxford going into that final game, 48 points. That's interesting. Leicester City 45. Oxford 48. West Brom then, let's just assume that it is a minor infringement and they do get it before the end. I hope if they do get one, it's before the end of the season. I just think that with all the turmoil, and they'll have really thought about this, the Football League, and thinking, and the EFL thinking, I hope that we don't go too late into the season. Then the history says it will be about 2 points. Let's assume, which is really bad to do, isn't it? But let's assume that it's a 44-point West Brom at the minute. Same games, same points as Oxford, of course, but not playing quite as well. West Brom this weekend, Preston North End. Then we've got Watford, Ipswich, and Sheffield Wednesday. Oh, going into that last game, where are we going to put this this West Brom team? It depends on the Preston game. Which way will the Preston game go? Ipswich, don't know where they're going to go with Ipswich. You would have thought Portsmouth would have lost against them, but they won against them 2-0. The games are going absolutely wacky, aren't they? I can see them getting 2 draws. Looking at how they've been playing, looking at what they've been doing in the last few games, I can see this team getting 2 points from this. But that from those 3 games, that would put them on, yes, you guessed it, 48 points. Oh, hell. Now, of course, you've got to take 2 points off to then be on 46. So if we assume that I think it's best to take the points out, isn't it? Without the points deduction, West Brom another 2 points, 48 points. So going into the last game, they would be on 48 points. Now this is getting dangerous because Blackburn Rovers are sat there thinking, we're out of it. Yeah, Portsmouth think they're out of it on 48. Surely to God, Blackburn are. Well, the atmosphere at Portsmouth is just going out through the roof. Blackburn seems to be a bit dull and a bit dead, and they don't seem to have that force behind them. Plus, Blackburn Rovers play their 44th game on Friday against Coventry of all teams. They could get a draw. Coventry haven't been that great for me, but I think that they too have got their tails in there. They want to get that promotion to the Premier League. I think they'll not get much against that Coventry side. And then guess who they have next? Sheffield United. Now that's not going to be very easy. Yes, they have been crumbling towards the end of games, and at the end of the season again they've been bottling it. I still think that this Blackburn side is going to find it tough against Sheffield United, which means they'll come into the last but one game on 48 points. Oh shit, this is what have I just put, everybody? So going into the last game, guys, and I think Portsmouth on 48 at the minute, if they get even a point against Leicester, I think they're out of it. I think they're absolutely safe. I'm going to write Portsmouth off. I really am. They're somewhere up there in the safe zone. Going into the last day of the season, that would put Leicester City on 45 points, playing Blackburn Rovers on 48 points. Can you imagine them winning? We would get Leicester City finishing on 48 points. We get Blackburn finishing on 48 points. Oh my God. We get Oxford going in. We get Oxford going in on 48 points against Millwall. Now, they would have to play Millwall and get a point to stay up. Now, it's going to be difficult playing Millwall. They've been doing some good football, and I think that it will be a party atmosphere, and certainly with where they are in the league, they should be winning this, Millwall, even though Oxford are playing really well. That would leave Oxford on 48 points. Oh my God. Where are we going next? We've done Blackburn. It's West Brom. Oh my God. So we've got West Brom on 48 points. Another 2 draws from Preston, Watford and Ipswich. But they play Sheffield Wednesday. But I say they could easily, Wednesday have been playing well. I can see them getting a draw. I can see them getting a win. If West Brom can win this, they can finish technically on 51 points. And then comes the deduction. I think it will be 2 points. That gives them a safety margin of 1 point. They will stay up by 1 point. If, however, they don't manage to win against Wednesday, and I'm thinking Wednesday could win this last game of the season, I think that you could see Leicester 48 points, Oxford 48 points, 2 point deduction, possibly with West Brom playing on 48 points, for God's sake. If they get a draw, then a 2 point deduction, that would give them 48 points. And Blackburn Rovers on 48 points. Now, that is one hell of a finish to the season. 1, 2, 3, 4 teams on 48 points. Who would be seen as the 2 from those 4 to go down? Well, let's have a look at the points and the goal difference. I'm trying to speed up for you guys. We've got Blackburn on minus 15, but they're in 20th position, and they've got 3 games left at the minute, and one of those is against Coventry, for God's sake, and one of them is against Sheffield United, who can score but can also leak goals. So minus 15. If they lose all 3 of those games, they've got to be on minus 18 at the best. So you look at that, we're going to be seeing them around minus 18, minus 19. I don't think they're going to get walloped. West Brom on minus 14. They've got to draw games, haven't they? So they're probably looking at just a 1 or 2 goal difference there. Call it 2 goal difference there. 14 will become minus 16. And we're certainly very, very close here. Blackburn would probably be thinking, phew, we're getting a bit close here. Blackburn would be at the minute in the bottom, certainly below West Brom. Oxford, they're minus 13, and they've been packing goal. They can pack couple of goals in, can't they? They can surprise teams with a 2 goal difference. This team on minus 13 has to be able to get up to that position of 48 points, which they're going to have to at least win one of those games, Sheffield Wednesday possibly, and draw the Derby County game. It means they're possibly going to have to win one, lose one. Somewhere around where they are now, minus 13 is where it's going to be. Possibly minus 14 at worst, which puts them well in the safe zone. Leicester City minus 10. And, we've got to think that they've got to catch 7 points up to get to Blackburn Rovers. and they got to beat them. Now that's going to be a 6-pointer, not only in the points but in the goal difference as well, because one goes negative, one goes positive. That means that Leicester City would be the best of these 4 teams going in on 48 points. That would mean that this whole thing would turn quite around. In 24th position, you had Sheffield Wednesday on possibly 0 points. In 23rd, we've got Blackburn Rovers on 48 points and a -18, -19 goal difference. In 22nd place, we've got West Brom. Again, 48 points, but with something like a -16 and just, so damn close after getting those 2 points deductions. If they don't get it and they get away with it with 0 points deductions, they will be safe. Absolutely no doubt about it. They will be safe. Going into it then would be Oxford United, of course. Oxford United just, I'm afraid, would just do it for me. Probably on -13, but with Leicester City literally 12 or 13, it could be, that last place could actually be the same goal difference, and it's the number of goals scored at home, isn't it? Number of goals scored. I don't know who scored the most goals. You'll have to tell me in the comments, because I tell you what, it could be the same goal difference for 22nd and 21st place here. This is going to be manic season. I wish all of you luck. I mean, we've already got relegated. It must be really stressful for those bottom 6 teams there. I know it is for the Portsmouth fans. They're down here near me. So I wish you all luck. Enjoy the last part of the season if you can, because this is going to be one fight to the end. Remember, if you like what you see, do like and subscribe. This is John S.'s Sports Channel. Like and subscribe.